Good morning, everybody. Go ahead and get started. Thank you for coming today. It's a wonderful day today, and it's a little hot, but it's Florida, I guess. I'd like to ask everybody to silence their cell phones unless they're medical or law enforcement personnel. There are a lot of hats here. Sound mixer, pastor, clean up, whatever it takes. Ask Valerie to let the candle symbolize the unity of body, mind, and spirit to start the service. Stand for the invocation, and remain standing for the church stand. Dear Father God, may you take time out of our busy lives to be here and be quiet today and feel that which is here just for us today. May you take this time to renew our personal relationship with God. May you take this time to feel that relationship expressed through us to others around us. May we feel the truth and light in all this. Amen.
Today's songs are all requests from you guys, People's Church, so we're going to open with hymn number 14, This Little Light of Mine. Hymn number 14. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Even in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. Even in my home, I'm gonna let it shine. Even in my home, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. When I see my neighbor, I'm gonna let it shine. When I see my neighbor, I'm gonna let it shine. When I see my neighbor, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine.
Thank you. Be seated. The next portion is our thoughts for the day from the pastor, where I speak about things that have come to me through the week, challenge me or enlighten me. One and two, both pretty much the same half the time. Well, they say the result's the same. So. What came to me a lot this week is that spirituality should be meditated on and practiced until it becomes a natural flow, rather than a memorized regimen that it is adhered to. And most of us came up Catholics where we had 10 commandments in the early days, and this was the thou shalt and thou shalt nots. And as a result, a lot of the times when the human mind approaches spiritual development like this, we memorize steps and think if we stick to the steps that enlightenment's going to happen. Until you personalize those steps and take them within and express that idea from your heart as a free-flowing thing from the heart and the soul rather than from the mind and the senses, you don't really get it. I mean, you're trying, and that's good. Trying and memorizing these things are better than not knowing anything at all. But the next step up is to take it inside and make it your own and express who you are through that to the world around you. And it people like it, they do. If they don't, they don't. You are responsible for who you are and what you do because of yourself, not because of what other people expect you to do, not because what you think God wants you to do, but you do what you do, and you are responsible for that every time you do it, every time you say it, every time you act on it. It's got strong there. Feedback
It's
there.
like you were reading my mind.
So with these thoughts, I ask you to approach your own development, your own communications from Spirit in your own way. Trust that way, value that way, and honor that way, because that's how God communicates with you on a personal basis. No one should be the judgment of that other than you, and possibly God, who nudges you with whatever spirit helpers you think you have up there, or draw to you. And no one should ever direct you how to do that. People can encourage you, they can share how they do it, and you can embrace that as you choose to. But no one can be responsible for how you act. The flip side of that coin is recognizing that in other people and allowing other people to be like that. Not just giving yourself the privilege of being like that, but allowing other people to be like that also. Therein comes probably the harder of the two to do. Because we all feel like we're in positions of responsibility at times, kids, spouses, significant others, mothers, fathers, whatever it is, we feel like we're in a position of responsibility to direct other people sometimes. That may be true in the administrative and the social things in life, but spiritually it's hands off with that. So it's kind of like last week when I spoke about astrology and those being sciences of the physical and not to mix them up with your spiritual vibration. And this is the same here. There are the earthly responsibilities, the social responsibilities, but spirituality is hands off, except for that person and their idea of their God. So I thank you for listening. Please stand for the next one.
Look, it's in peace like a river, and this is him from great heat. So peace like a river.
Peace like a river, I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul, in my soul. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river. I got peace like a river in my soul. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean. I got love like an ocean in my soul. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul. In my soul. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain. I got joy like a fountain in my soul.
Please be seated. Something kind of interesting how Spirit works. Lori was unable to come today. She sent me a text this morning. And I left Marty a voicemail. I didn't get any confirmation out of her that she was coming, so I didn't know she was coming or not. And I meet her on the stairs and she says, "Oh, I never miss a Memorial Day Sunday."
Wow.
So there's Spirit working and allow Marty to be here to give her personal identity. And it was last minute too. I called her at 9 o'clock this morning. Right before I got on my heart. So I really appreciate Marty coming up here. And we just need to send Lori some healing thoughts. Because we all know her health goes up and down with her. She said she'd be here, she had to be here, and I texted her back and said, your health was most important. You should be here because you love to be here, not because you're obligated to be here. So it all worked out, spirit flowed. We're happy to have Lori here. And I didn't mention anything about Memorial Day in my thought for the day, but I just feel obligated to say something for a couple of minutes about that. Memorial Day is a day of mixed feelings for a lot of people, depending on your nationality, depending on your political views, depending on your relationship to those that have gone on. Memorial Day celebrates the sacrifice of the individual, not the causes that were fought for so much, not so much who won or who lost the wars, because these wars go back hundreds of years that we commemorate. They go back longer than that. But in the United States, our wars go back hundreds of years, span almost every continent of the globe. And we have to just honor the men and women that went, the men and women and children that supported those individual people on the ground that went, and those that gave all. Because regardless of what we believe about that kind of action, their actions, whether they won or lost the war, are directly or indirectly the result of us being here with our freedoms today, with our rights to do what we do. Everything had an effect to move us to the spot we're at as a nation and as a people. So I would ask you just to honor the overall effect of that, not so much the individual actions or the individual purposes, or whether you support war or not. Support those that gave all. Support those that did it out of a sense of duty, honor, and God and country. Whether they were on one side of the war or the other, it doesn't matter. The individual person involved in that conflict was motivated by what I just explained. So we need to just honor that rather than decide politically if we were for or against that war, whether it was right or wrong. Just think about the individual themselves. And those are the ones that are in spirit. Political causes aren't in spirit. Winning or losing a war is not in spirit. But the honor and love that those people acted on is in spirit. So I ask you to think about that. We'll start the healing portion now. Please join with me. Let's see, Judy and Linda, are you going to work today? Please join by reading prayer for spiritual healing in the back. I ask the great unseen healing force to remove all obstructions from my mind and body and to restore me to perfect health. I ask this in all sincerity and honesty, and I will do my part. I ask this great unseen healing force to help both present and absent ones who are in need of help and to restore them to perfect health. I put my trust in the love and power of God.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Get ready for the meditation. Find a comfortable position to sit. Sit straight on the floor, palms up in your lap. Just sit comfortably. Make sure there is no tension on your physical body. Your awareness to your breath. Take in a few deep breaths, inhale and exhale. With your exhale, just breathe out and let go. You are experiencing any ache or pain in your physical body, any discomfort. Take in another deep breath, and with your exhale, let go of the thoughts that are on your mind. If you have any worries, any concerns at this time. Just breathe it out, let it go for now. Bring your awareness to your breath. Engage with the rhythm of your breath. Breathe in and breathe out. Just feel the motion of your breath. Feel your breath flowing throughout your entire body. In slow motion. Flowing and flourishing your entire body. Feel your body becoming more and more relaxed. And your mind quiet. Gently turn within. Turn within and go deeper within yourself. Find that peaceful presence that is within. It feels calm, quiet, and peaceful. There are no thoughts, no interruptions. Connect with this peaceful presence. And become one. While you breathe, feel the peaceful sensations flowing along with your breath. As you become one, feel the stillness of your mind and the quietness and the gentleness of your breath. This is the breath of God flowing throughout your entire being, flourishing your physical body, your emotional body, your mental body, like a beautiful river irrigating your soul and spirit. Feel the flow of your peaceful breath. Feel these peaceful vibrations expanding outside your physical body and filling your entire surrounding. Filling this room. Feel everyone in this room breathing with that breath of God. extending further out, outside this room, and extending throughout the earth, filling the atmosphere. Just feel this breath of God moving gently everywhere. As it moves, it creates the vibrations of peace. Feel this peaceful energy. Filling the entire atmosphere within the universe and the earth. Feel this energy connecting humanity everywhere. Feel your spirit and your connection to the universal consciousness, the collective consciousness. And when you breathe, feel everything and everyone is breathing with that same breath. The breath of God. And in this peaceful vibrations, feel your mind connecting with the mind of God, the omnipresence, the omniscient, the omnipotent. As you connect, you feel the greatness and the infinity of the Spirit of God. And you feel your connection as part of this greatness. As you acknowledge this presence, you see yourself as part of the whole, the universal consciousness, the universal spirit with infinite potentials, intelligence, and creative power. As you remember, you once existed in this universe as a creative force in the mind of your Creator. As an infinite intelligence. As you allowed your creativity to evolve, you created the heavens, the stars, the planets, and every sentient being. That creative power is within you. It is your spirit. And the recognition and the realization of God in action within you, within your thoughts, within your intentions. become aware of that creative power. As you once existed and created in those higher dimensions, that same creativity is within you now, while you are having a human experience. That creative force, God in action, is within you. Create your realities that serves your highest good. Hold your highest intentions for peace and love. And believe and have faith in yourself that you have the power to create. Create heaven on earth. Feel the beauty of your spirit as you once were in those higher dimensions within the universe. The peace and the love that you sensed in those higher realms, that you were driven with unconditional love. Love was your purpose. The choice is yours. You have the free will. Allow God's creativity and actions to unfold through you according to your needs, your understanding. As you envision those higher realms, hold your vision the same, to be for our earth, our planet, and humanity, nature, the trees, the mountains, the ocean. These are all part of the great creation, and you part of it as well. Feel your connection with this entire creation and the will of God in action within every consciousness, every sentient being. Hold your vision for our earth. See the earth in a peaceful and harmonious place. Envision humanity everywhere around the world, gathered. Feel their breath, breathing with the same breath, the breath of God. Hold your vision for Mother Earth to live her golden ages again. Envision bright light everywhere. Envision Mother Earth embraced with golden vibrations, golden light. Create heaven on earth. Feel the presence of God in your heart. God's unconditional love in you that encompassing your whole being. There is one true power, and that is the power of love. Feel God's presence within your sacred heart. Your heart is the cradle of your soul. Embrace your sacred heart. Embrace the love of God. Embrace the mind of God. Feel the connection between your heart and your mind and your higher self in a bright golden light. Feel this light shining from within you and around you. And with the knowing that you are the light of God that never fails. You are the love of God that never ends. Wherever you are, just be the light that you are. Be the love that you are. Feel the connection between your heart and the universe and the world and Mother Earth and humanity. Let peace and love prevail on earth. Let there be peace on earth. Let it begin with us. Let there be love on earth. Let it begin with us. Let there be light on earth. Let it begin with us. And so it is. Hold this vision deep in your consciousness. And wherever you are, just be the peace, the love, and the light. Integrate your intentions in this physical plane and let it manifest and materialize in divine order. Let go and let God be. Feel your peaceful breath, bringing you back gently. Come back to your physical body, engage with your physical senses. Become aware of your feet, your hands. Come back gently. When you're ready, you can open your eyes.
I'll end this portion with a reading from the 10 Laws of Right by Emma Harding Britton. It's in the blue handout in the back. Fourth law of right is express truth in every word, thought, and deed, remembering always to keep harsh or hurtful truths to yourself when they will carelessly hurt the feelings of another. The next portion is the inspirational lecture. Today we have Reverend Patricia Alton here. For those of you that go to Casadega on a regular basis, you have seen her there and possibly experienced her presence of her knowing already. Her work for angels is widely known and was lovingly referred to as the angel lady on occasion. For intuitive perception and communication with the higher realms, Reverend Alton connects and advises both on this level of energy to you. Reverend Alton has been certified by Doreen Virtue and has been a practitioner of this art for the past decade. So let's please welcome Reverend Patricia Alton.
Good.
I have the green light. Good morning, everyone. What an honor it is to be with so many beautiful familiar faces and some new ones. Thank you so much. Happy Memorial Day weekend, everyone. So if we could take a moment and place our hands over our hearts. Close your eyes if you would, please, and take a deep breath. Visualize in your mind's eye your loved ones on the other side who have died in military service. Take a moment to connect with them heart to heart and thank them and honor them for their sacrifice. Please speak their names softly. Cousin Jane McLaughlin, Stephen Bridges, and so it is with gratitude that we honor you and we affirm that the existence and personal identity of your identity continue after death. Love never dies. So in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was with God, and the Word was God. John 1, verse 1. With the powerful words of the Toltec codes of conduct and described in the Four Agreements by Don Miguel Ruiz, and with the divine guidance and assistance of the angels, I believe that we can truly shift our planet to a higher vibration and have peace on earth, one person at a time. Are you in? Raise your hand. Perfect. So the Toltecs were an ancient society comprised of wise women and men in southern Mexico. And their dedication was to experience, to know, to conserve spiritual knowledge. And their teachings are a way of life, and it's actually based on happiness and love. They created the Four Agreements. Raise your hand if you've ever heard of the Four Agreements. Well, you know that these are simple truths, but they can be very lofty and sometimes, as humans, difficult to achieve. And that is because of our limited upbringing, our beliefs, our habits. So I believe that with the guidance of the archangels, that we can actually live a way of life in happiness and peace through this help. The first agreement is be impeccable with your word. So Webster's dictionary defines this as faultless, flawless, irreproachable, quite lofty, isn't it? So it's all about our word. As Steve said, if we speak with integrity, if we say only what we mean and avoid using our words to speak about others, gossip, and to also be self-effacing, then we speak from truth and from love. This is very important and can be very challenging. Your word is your power that you use to create everything in your life. Everything you manifest is a result of your words. All of your dreams are a result of your words. Your words are a direct gift from God, so choose them wisely. How many of you have ever spoken words that you really wish you could take back? I know I have. That's all about being human, isn't it? So the archangel that can actually help us with this is the Archangel Gabriel. This beautiful archangel is our messenger angel, the angel of communication who can actually help us speak with clarity and conviction and to think before we speak. Wouldn't that be wonderful? So take a moment and close your eyes and let's visualize inviting Archangel Gabriel in to help us with this. And because of our free will, our gift from God, the angels will not come in unless we invite them. So if you would invite Archangel Gabriel to come in and to help you to speak your truth with integrity, with clarity, with conviction, clear communication. He has a beautiful copper aura, a beautiful energy that you can visualize surrounding you and bringing you truth, clarity, clear communication. We thank you, Archangel Gabriel. So now open your eyes and let's talk about our second agreement. This is a good one. Don't take anything personally. Nothing is to do because of you. What others say and do is actually their opinion, their belief, and their judgment. How many have experienced this before? Yes. So when you are immune to the opinions of others, you won't be a victim and have to suffer needlessly. When you make it your habit not to take anything personally, you totally free yourself from anger, from resentment, and jealousy. So when you live in agreement with this, you can travel around the world with your heart completely open. You can say, I love you, without any judgment, without any fear of being ridiculed or rejected. And you can ask for what you need and what you want. You can choose to follow your heart. The angel we ask to help us with this is Archangel Raphael. He is the angel of relationships. So close your eyes for a moment, if you would, please. And visualize this beautiful archangel of relationships who has a very pale blue aura. It's almost like the still waters of the Caribbean, just very pale and turquoise and healing. So surround ourselves with this beautiful light of Archangel Raguel, and that's spelled R-A-G-U-E-L, the angel of relationships. And we ask Archangel Raguel to heal our relationships and any old wounds that may have been because of misunderstandings and misspoken words. And we ask that from now on we are clear of feeling anyone's other opinions, judgments, beliefs, that we just cut those cords and release them, and we do not take anything personally from this moment forward. Archangel Raguel also will help us find new, beautiful friends. So let's bring in that like-minded energy to create peace on earth. So open your eyes. I have a personal story about this. Years ago, I had the privilege of going to Jamaica to meet my boyfriend there, Cal, who is seated right there, paying close attention. And he was helping to open Skydive Jamaica. So one evening we walked down into the little town, and we had open hearts. And we smiled at people, and we said hello, and he said, "Hi, Moman," and great response. And through the law of attraction, we just felt uplifted and just so blessed and such a part of the community. When we got back to our hotel that evening, a fellow skydiver greeted us with, "I am not going into town any longer." And here he is, a big strapping young man. I felt so much hostility, and actually I was afraid. So, and I'm using this as an example because of going with an open heart. Again, we can travel the world without fear. It's through the law of attraction. Has anyone ever experienced that? And it's a beautiful feeling to be able to do that because it is with an open heart. Beautiful. The third agreement is don't make assumptions. So the tendency of human nature is to make assumptions about everything. Isn't it true that we are thinking we know what other people are thinking or what they're doing? And actually, we don't have a clue. We believe that it's real. And then what happens? We take it personally, don't we? And then what happens? We create drama in our lives. Anyone been there? Yes. So this is something we want to give up and bring in the angels to help us, because this is a real human tendency to make assumptions. The Archangel Gabriel, again, is the angel of clear communication. And let's close our eyes and bring in Gabriel with his copper aura energy and ask him to give us the courage to ask questions, to be as clear as we can be with our friends, with our loved ones, with our neighbors. And then we will be free because we will know the truth. The day that we stop making these assumptions, we can clearly communicate, and our word will become impeccable. Beautiful. So open your eyes and just feeling so blessed with bringing in Gabriel to clearly communicate so that we don't make assumptions any longer. If every human on this planet did that, we would have no misunderstandings, no war, no violence. The fourth agreement, always do your best. So once we ingrain this as our personal habit, all of the other 3 agreements just come into alignment, because our personal best is always changing. Sometimes when we're feeling really good and refreshed, it's very high. And other times if we're feeling ill or upset, it can be very low. So just know that it's always changing. But when we build our habits on the 4 agreements, it's always going to be better than it used to be. So just know that in small increments. Doing your best is going to free you of self-judgment, self-abuse, and any regret. By doing your best, we will live a life of joy. And this is exactly what God gave us our archangels for, so that they can help us so that we can live a life of joy. So the key to doing this is to take action. So imagine, if you would, going to work with the thought, oh my goodness, I cannot wait till Friday because I'm going to get my paycheck and I'm going to be out of here. Anyone relate to that? How does it make you feel? Very low energy. So what if we took action and went to work just for the sake of being able to do it, and to live in the moment and be joyful that we're able to do it, and we're not doing it for any reward, but just for the sake, because we can. See the difference? It's going to lift our energy up, and then the universe will conspire in our favor and miracles start to happen. New opportunities come in, new people into your business, and watch. Just watch, because the miracles will happen. So close your eyes, and we're going to bring in, to help us with this endeavor, this agreement, 2 archangels actually, Archangel Michael. So close your eyes and we will bring Michael in for courage, for confidence, for the ability to do our best in all situations, whether we are feeling refreshed and great or not feeling on top of the world. Archangel Michael will lift our spirits up. He has a beautiful royal purple aura, so just bathe yourselves in that purple light. Just feeling so safe, so protected, confident, with courage. And also we're going to bring in Archangel Raphael, who is the Archangel of Healing, with his beautiful emerald green healing light. And we ask Archangel Raphael to heal any of the old wounds that we as humans have suffered through misunderstandings, and just to release them to the light, to God, to the heavens, for transmutation and transformation. So I invite you to live by the 4 agreements with the angelic guidance of the angels. And in doing so, we just might be able to live in joy, in peace, in harmony, and create peace on this beautiful planet. And so it is. Thank you. And at the back of the sanctuary, I do have handouts which give you a list of the 4 agreements and each archangel that you can call on to assist you.
Thank you.
Thank you.